Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Allegedly we heard that Queen Naomi receives another mind-blowing prophecy about the king and Prince Tadenikawo from Pastor Jerry Eze. We do know that on several occasions there have been a lot of prophecies from this pastor Jerry Eze to the royal house. They said she had been backing Queen Naomi up in prayers concerning the situation of the palace at the moment. And now she came up with this particular prophecy. Recall that some time ago, she told Queen Naomi that all these things that are happening are not just ordinarily, that God is just preparing a situation for her that she shouldn't give up now. That was when he told her to be careful with the kind of friends she keeps or people that advises her. Then that was some months ago. So recently we heard that he came up with another strong prophecy concerning the king. So according to him, he said that Queen Naomi should be very much prayerful for the king. Always pray for the king, that he shouldn't leave the king now, because this is the time that the king needs her the most. That her prayer point should be that God should open the king's eyes to see what is going on in the palace, because the situation in the palace right now, they have made the king, they have blinded his spiritual eyes over what is happening. So he is seeing what is happening as a normal thing, and that is why you see people saying that he is weak, he cannot take action. All these women are doing the way they like, yet he cannot do anything. That is because a lot of things have gone wrong. These women are putting him in a bottle and closing it, so that is why he cannot take action. So according to the prophecy, they said allegedly that Pastor Jerry told Queen Naomi that the best thing he can do for the king, if she ever loves the king, that what she needs to do this time is to pray very hard for the king. He should pray very hard for the king, because there is evil plots, serious one, against the king this time around. And all these things that are happening in the palace, that she shouldn't be worried about them, because God is going to expose them one after the other. And of course, if you have been following this trend, you will know that God have started exposing them. Because I heard initially that this Ronke happens to be someone that Queen Naomi trusted. They said most of the times Ronke used to make out time to spend with Queen Naomi and discuss other Olories and all of that, not knowing that she is more dangerous than all of them. If not for this pregnancy stuff and all that have been revealed about Ronke, Queen Naomi would have been thinking that yes, at least Ronke is different from others and all of that. But they said Jerry told her that this is just the beginning, that with time God is going to expose them one after the other. But the major thing, the main prayer point that she needs to be praying is, let God open the eyes of the king, because the moment God opens his eyes, he will see all the wrongs that these women are doing, and you will see him take action. But for the fact that he is like this now, he is not seeing anything. He's just looking and not seeing. And that is why you see him going for parties, just enjoying himself, not knowing that he is under the bondage of these women. So they said Jerry told Queen Naomi that you don't need to worry about the king's attitude. Now what you should be worried about is pray for him. And again, Prince Tadenikawo, that some people from that palace have gone to check the future of that baby, I mean Prince Tadenikawo, and find out that his future will be very, very bright, as in extremely bright, if not more than his father's own. And they have started now to fight him. That is why you see that this one you just see about school and the little things they are doing. They are just starting. But it is left for you to be on guard, to know that you have a job, you have a very strong job to do. That you should not hesitate to always pray for Tadenikawo and the king. Because the king is your husband and will remain your husband. My people, from the look of things, so let me tell you, a time will come when all these Olories will find their way out of that palace. Although, I'm not the only person that is prophesying that one, because I've heard this prophecy severally. But from the look of things, that is how it's going to be. Because a time will come, with this their attitude, they will do the ones that will frustrate them out of that palace. And Queen Naomi will return back to her home. Polygamy or no polygamy, God will make a way for her. If God have destined, of course I believe that God have destined that is her house. That is her home. And now that place is no more home for the king. It is just a house. Because there's nothing enjoyable in the house now. And that is why you see him trying everything within his power, in as much as he's not doing the right thing, And he's not doing the right thing because he has a lot of things holding him captive. A lot of powers, a lot of sorceries, from all these women. Because you know that all of them must be doing one thing or the other to keep the king and to remain in that palace. And is it not on one person's head? Yes. And that is why I keep saying that he who brought anti-infected firewood should be ready to dance this dance of the lizards. He gathered all of them, not knowing that all of them have their own sources of powers. And they are all jeering towards him because everyone is trying to get his attention to make sure that she remains with him and all of that. Even if it takes them doing it the wrong way. Because if they are doing it the right way, all these Glasgows that we have been hearing, all this native doctor stuff, all this witchcraft stuff wouldn't have been going on. But because they are doing whatever it is for them to do to make sure that they remain in the palace. Because a lot of things have done a lot to get into that palace. So they will try to maintain that which brought them there in order to stay there forever. But if God did not destine there for them, they are not going to last long there. The same way they force themselves into that palace, they will still push themselves out by themselves at the right time. So according to Jerry Eze, they said he told Queen Naomi never to worry about everything that is going on now. That God is preparing a place for her and she will enjoy it at last. The only thing she needs to do is to be steadfast in prayers, that she should increase her rate of prayers because she is still the way she is now because the enemies couldn't penetrate due to the fact that she is prayerful, that she should increase the more, especially for the king, that the king needs prayers this time more than anything. And Prince Tadenikawo too, because some people who went and verify about Tade's future, they want to inquire about his future, and they saw that the future will be very bright, and they started now to fight him. But since Queen Naomi is praying, and with prayers, God will not allow them to succeed. So my people, now so we hear them. Don't forget that they are all alleged information. Okay. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to my channel if you're here to subscribe. And say your opinion on the comment section. Bye for now. Love you guys.